Let me ask you something gently. Have you noticed that everything feels heavier lately? Even though on paper your life looks fine. You're functioning, you're showing up, you're doing what needs to be done. But inside, something feels off. Not dramatic though, not a breakdown, just heavy. And the confusing part is this: you can't point to one clear reason. Nothing is wrong, but you don't feel right either. If that's you, I want to say this early so it lands. You're not weak, you're not ungrateful, and you're not broken. What you're feeling has a reason, and once you understand the reason, that heaviness starts to loosen its grip. Tonight isn't about motivation, it isn't about hype either, it's about understanding. Because clarity is calming. Most people think heaviness comes from crisis. It sure doesn't. Heaviness comes from prolonged alertness. It comes from living too long in a state of just managing responsibilities, managing expectations, managing people's perceptions, managing life. See, you wake up already behind. You go to bed mentally drained and tired, and you repeat it tomorrow. Not because life is falling apart, but because it never truly shuts off. So your body is present, but your mind is always somewhere else. That creates weight. And here's the part most people miss: your nervous system does not truly understand the difference between real danger and constant mental pressure. It only knows one thing: staying alert. That's why you feel tired even after resting. That's why peace feels distant. And that's why joy feels muted. You're not failing, friend. You're simply overloaded. Here's something rarely talked about. When life looks fine on the outside, you don't feel permitted to admit heaviness, right? You tell yourself, I shouldn't feel this way. Others have it worse. I should be grateful. So instead of processing the weight, you carry it silently. And silent weight is the heaviest kind, my friend. Because now you're not only tired, you're confused about why you're so tired. That confusion creates guilt. Guilt creates self-doubt. Self-doubt creates emotional fatigue. That's why people say, I don't know what's wrong with me. I dare say nothing is wrong with you, friend. You're just being strong for too long without being still. And modern life quietly demands constant availability. Emotionally, mentally, digitally. Someone can reach you at any time now. Information never stops. Noise never rests. And without realizing it, your life, you start living reactively. Responding instead of choosing. Catching up instead of directing. Surviving instead of shaping. That, my friend, is very exhausting. The thing is that humans were not designed for reading, or humans were designed for reading, please, not constant stimulation. When reading disappears, heaviness appears. Not immediately though, but gradually. See, like a weight you don't notice until you are already tired. But here is the shift though. That heaviness isn't your enemy. It's a signal. It's your inner life saying something needs attention, something needs order, something needs meaning again. Heaviness shows up when your life has motion, but lack intentionality. When you're busy but not deeply aligned. This isn't about doing more. No, far from it. This is about recalibrating. Most people don't lose themselves dramatically. No, they lose themselves gradually. They stop asking questions like, what do I need? What matters now? What season am I in? They keep going without checking alignment. And life becomes functional but not fulfilling. You meet expectations, but you lose connection. That itself creates weight. Not because life is bad, but because you're missing yourself in it. Let's talk about what actually helps. Not acts, not motivation. Structure. Structure creates safety. Let's start here. One quiet moment daily. One non-negotiable rhythm. Let's say you sleep or you work or take a reflection, or one honest check-in with yourself, or one boundary you've been avoiding. See, friend, you don't need a new life. You need intentional space inside the one you have. Weight lift when your life regains order. And here's the turning point. Stop asking questions like, what's wrong with me? Instead, start asking questions like, what is this season asking of me? Some seasons requires endurance, some requires rest, some requires release, some requires courage. Heaviness often appears right before alignment returns. If you listen instead of resist, let me leave you with this thought. You don't feel heavy because you're failing. You feel heavy because you've been carrying more than you were meant to carry, for longer than you were meant to carry it. Life looks fine, but your inner world needs recalibration. And that's not a crisis. It's an invitation to slow down, to recenter, to recalibrate, to live intentionally again. You don't need to fix everything, friend. You just need to stop ignoring yourself. That's where the lightness returns. Thank you so much, friends, for your time. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching our channel, and thank you for sharing our videos. Please go ahead and let us know your thoughts. And if you've not subscribed to our channel, please kindly do so that you get exposed to more content that we share. Thank you so much. This is Matt Miller signing out for the night. Peace.